Hey there, I am Sara Oehler and I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for Softlex Company, and I'm here at our home office in Sonoma, California, and I am excited to share some new things with you. I'm a little tired today, I have to admit. I just did 2 days in Knoxville doing Jewel School on Jewelry Television, which I'll talk a little bit about later. I'm going to actually probably show you some of the designs that I made for Jewel School and get kind of more of a close-up feel and let you guys ask questions. But I am a little worn out. I have to admit, I got home late last night, but I am going to do my best to power through this because I am very excited to share some of the stuff that I have to share today. First and foremost, right off the top here, I want to talk about Seed Bead Revolution. Hey Kristen, hey Lydia, and I'm glad you're excited about it, Lydia. I am too. So Seed Bead Revolution is a book that Kristen and I have been writing, and a lot of you have been a part of the process. You know, we have posted surveys about color options and book cover options. So you guys have seen this as it's sort of come together, and it's still in its final phases. It's sort of in a beta phase right now where we're doing some final editing and fluffing. But we are ready to take pre-orders. So you can go to our website, www.softlexcompany.com. It's the only place that you can order it right now, and you can go ahead and place your pre-order. Now, with your pre-order, Kristen and I have agreed that we will sign all of the pre-order books. You're also going to get a sneak peek of the book that no one else is going to get. You're going to get a PDF that'll be emailed to you with a project from Kristen and a project from me that are in the book, so you kind of get an idea of what you're gonna get. It won't ship till August. That is the only caveat or downside, but it is going to be beautiful. I am very, very excited. This is the cover that you guys chose in the survey, which I really love. It's one of Kristen's designs. It's one of my favorite of her designs. And the idea of the book, if you haven't heard about it, if you've been hiding under a rock, is that we're using all of the new fun, innovative seed beads with Softlex beading wires. So if you like to do bead weaving, then this might be a good book for you because there is a little bit of bead weaving. But if you like just stringing and you like the idea of something sort of looking like bead weaving but not necessarily having to go full force into bead weaving, this is probably the book for you. So Kristen did some really amazing designs. I'm really proud of the design work that I did, and I think you guys are really gonna love the book. So go to the website, www.softlexcompany.com, place your pre-order today. It will ship sometime in August. We'll have more of a hard deadline once we get just a little bit further along, but you do get a sneak peek. So anybody that pre-orders, we just from the bottom of our hearts will be so thankful just to sort of get that ball rolling forward. So next on my list of exciting things to talk about is the Sonoma Gallery. We're open every Wednesday here in Sonoma, if you didn't already know that, if you're in the Bay Area. But in July, we're actually going to be opening on a Saturday. And it's Saturday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Anybody's welcome, but I am going to be teaching some classes. I'll be teaching an earrings class and a knitting spool class. And so I was going to show those to you real fast. So the earrings class is going to be a mixture of earrings made using Softlex beading wire. Get in closer. And the idea, let's see if it's still hard to see, isn't it? It's kind of the angle that I'm at. I might have to wait till we move over to the other tripod so you can see a little bit better. And maybe I'll go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to flip around here. Whee-wee. So The idea with this earrings class is to focus on crimping. So you're actually making jewelry, but we're going to use 3 different styles of crimping pliers. We're going to use the Mighty, we're going to use the Magical, and we're going to use the regulars. So it's going to give a lot of options, which is always really exciting. Yeah, I think we'll be able to see a little bit better over here. The light's not quite so crazy. Okay, so we got this guy is one of the earrings that we would be focusing on in the class. And then we're gonna do these guys, and we may not get to every pair. The idea is to get the fundamentals of crimping down, and that's what I really sort of care about the most, is that people walk away knowing how to crimp, knowing how to use a crimp cover, and using the various different kinds of crimping pliers. So that's here in Sonoma. If you're in the Bay Area, that'll be on July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And here's another pair that we'll attempt, which is a fun. Yeah, you guys, sometimes this Facebook Live does freeze up. Rochelle's saying that she froze up. Make sure you just back all the way out of your browser and then come back in, and a lot of times it'll work out. So those are Magicals, and then these I just taught this class and we didn't get to these at the very end, but everybody does go home with an earring project booklet which has instructions for most of these guys. And then I'm teaching a knitting spool class, and the one that I'm teaching at Softlex is unique in the types of cones and connectors that they offer. So it makes a really special, unique bracelet. And that's knitted using Softlex 014 in 2 colors, bone and black. And then it's on a 4-pin knitting spool. So again, July 22nd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Anybody's welcome, but if you want a seat in the class, you have to sign up because they do go fast. So we already have some sign-ups out there. So make sure you get signed up, or if you don't get into the class, then you can always, let me leave this here, you can always just stop by that day and visit with us. I might even have a copy of Seed Bead Revolution that you can actually physically look at, although we won't be shipping quite yet. Okay, so I wanted to go through quickly the new VIB packages. I'm going to start out with the smallest. So some of you that have been watching me for a while will remember that I did this at Christmas time. And I did it with samples from my own sample collection. I was trying to kind of clear out my office. And I had the idea, it was so successful, people were so excited about it. I had this idea that while I was here in Sonoma, that I should do some VIB packs using stuff from our gallery, because there's lots of stuff in there that you guys will never see online because it's just too unique and there aren't enough of them to actually put them online. So having said that, this is a sample of what the smallest pack is going to look like. This is a $14.95 pack. My goal is to find at least twice the amount you spend in retail in the beads and findings. So for instance, this guy is actually going to be worth close to $30. And then I'm going to pepper it with some extra stuff from all of the samples that I received for the design challenges. So, for example, I might toss in something from Jesse James Beads, like a couple of these guys. I might toss in, a couple of things from Halstead or from Miele even. Somebody might get one of these guys that we used when we looked at Miele's book. the fabric. So it's kind of a mixture of my samples that I've received in the last 6 months that you guys have watched me open in the design challenges, and then stuff from our gallery. Like these guys are actually vintage glass. And then in between these are sterling silver beads. You've got silver-filled ear wires, a silver-plated clasp. You've got a really unique crystal, and I brought some of those unique crystals that I had last time. I brought those back again. So everyone will get some sort of unique crystal. This is a lampwork bead. You can kind of see the details on that. And then just some check beads to sort of add a little sparkle. But like I said, I'll probably add in a few more freebies from my sample box too. This is just the basics from the gallery. So that's the first one, and that is our $14.95 version. And this is an example. Every single one will be different. You're more than welcome to tell me your favorite color. If you like, tans and earthy colors, then tell me that, because I'm going to basically personally shop for you and pick out something really incredible. So this is going to be an example of our $24.95 very important beader pack from the gallery. So we've got just some really beautiful, I think that's fossil coral, but I have to look for the tag. I don't have a tag on it. So this is a gemstone. We've got some check glass. We've got a piece of elk antler. We have a ton of these, and they're so beautiful, you guys. It's naturally shed elk antler. And look at how beautiful it would be going with these guys here. And then add in a couple special Swarovski crystals in the same sort of color. So it's like your chance to have a design challenge box. You're not going to know what's in it, but I promise you, you will like what I send. And if you did buy a very important beader package last December, you know what I'm talking about. I spent a lot of time really thinking about what I sent to everybody. There's a little tiara cast button, and then of course just some silver-filled ear wires to fill in. But I'll also throw in, like I said, some stuff from Jesse James beads, so you might end up with a pair of pink tassels. And then I have, so many different things. I even have these guys that I'm probably going to send out. Some lucky person is going to get some of these cross-stitch packages that I got in one of the design challenges. I have all of that stuff that you guys have watched me open over the last 6 months. It'll be going into these packages. But this is the basic idea. And I will make sure that you get at least twice as much of the in the retail price. So if you buy this package and it's $24.95, then the items coming from our gallery will be at least $50. And it will feel like it's a worthwhile investment. So you're just going to have to trust my judgment. But I think you guys are going to love it. It's going to be really cool. So let me move this and we'll look at the very last one. Now I did only do the same sizes. I did the $14.95, the $24.95. This is the $49.95. We've got some Swarovski pearls, some beautiful CZ beads, some gemstones. We have, I'm throwing in some crimps into this one for sure. And some beautiful Swarovski squares. So the crystals are actually set in the sides here. And a nice big Swarovski bead. Couple little guys. a cool clasp that matches those four corner beads. This guy, I mean, this is a challenge to use this guy, but this is going to be incredible when you get something like this that you would never pick yourself, but I bet you it's going to push you to try something new. These guys, these are actually earrings. So they're posts, and then they have little bottoms. But you guys can give me feedback. There's a comment section when you check out, and the staff will actually even email you if you don't say anything, where you can tell me your favorite colors. You can tell me, I don't like earring posts, I only like ear wires, or I only like earring posts, I don't like ear wires. And then I can sort of personalize the box to your liking. So this is the basic, and then I, again, will probably pick quite a few different things that I can add in there to make it feel extra special for my stash of items. Lord knows I have a huge stash of items over here from various companies. I keep grabbing from Jesse James beads, but it's just because they're the closest. So these will actually be just sort of like freebies that go in. Because they were given to me, I'm not going to add those into the cost for you, but I'll add freebies in. Obviously, if you get the bigger package, the more items you're going to get for free when I add it in at the end, so keep that in mind. Now, I only did the 3 sizes that I did before. Do you guys think, is there a use for a bigger size? Does anybody, because I know we in our gallery have some things that are definitely pricier but extremely nice quality. So if anybody is interested in doing a $99.95 package, you know, and having it be a retail value of $200 in items, I'm more than willing to do that. It's just I wasn't sure. I know when we did the VIB packages, let me flip over to me. I know when we did the VIB packages before, there were a lot of the big size, and I mean, it was probably, I'd say the medium and the large size were the most commonly purchased, $24.95 and $49.95. So if there are any of you out there that are interested in doing the bigger size, the $99.95, just tell me and I'll put a sample together and get it up online and let you guys order that too. So the thing I need to point out, you can only order these for a limited time because I am only in Sonoma for a limited time. So what that means is you have until July 4th to order these before they come down. When they come down is when I will actually start going in the gallery and personally shopping for you to pick a package that makes sense with whatever it is that you've told me about yourself. Maybe you like the beach and you like ocean colors. Maybe you like the mountains and you like, you know, browns and greens together or something. All of that information that you gave me last time was super helpful. So the more information you give me, actually, the easier it is for me to pick a package that makes sense to you. So anybody out there, did you order a VIB package last December? I don't know. I'm not, oh, am I hope I'm not muted. Let me see. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm not sure how to get this mute off. Oh, you can't hear me? Lydia, you can hear me, right? Okay, good. Yeah, it must just be muting you guys or muting whatever I'm listening to. Okay. Okay, great. So did you guys like your VIB packages if you did order it before? Can you give a little feedback to those who hadn't ordered it, what you thought when you received it? Because I know a lot of you really enjoyed receiving them, so it would be nice for people that have never done this before to kind of understand what you thought. Here, not year. Yeah, Rochelle. I know I'm always mistyping too. I type quickly and then I get into trouble with my wording. So anybody out there, if you ordered a VIB package, please offer your feedback. I think Trish, I'm pretty sure you ordered one. You could probably speak to the quality of the picking that I did, if that's how you felt. Hopefully that's how you felt. You still watch me, so I would think you probably do. I'm going to flip over while you guys think about that. And last but not least, I wanted to go through some of the Jewel School jewelry. Lydia says, it was fun to make jewelry with what you sent. Very good quality. Thank you, Lydia. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Just to give you guys an idea that I'm not really, if you've never ordered one before, I'm really going to put some thought and time into making it really special for you from the Softluxe Gallery, which is full of really amazing stuff. Okay, so last but not least, I wanted to talk about Jewel School a little bit. They still have some of the kits that I put together available, and Kristen is going to post a link that has all of the stuff and much more, a bunch of stuff that they had from before as well. So I wanted to show you guys some of the jewelry that I made specifically for the show and encourage you to take one last look, because some of the kits, most of the kits are things that once they sell out, they won't ever be available again. For example, the Jesse James beads kits for like this guy are specific to JTV. Once they're gone, they're gone. I think this pink and green kit may have already sold out, but I'm not sure. So I was going to show you the jewelry regardless. Let me go get my, oh, there it is. Let me get this, because I think we can get up a little bit closer without it having to be on my hand. Let's see. That shine is just a little bit much. Here, maybe if I turn it this way. They're so sparkly, these gold beads on the end. I wanted to show you guys, just walk through how I made some of these items. So this is a piece of pink tourmaline beading wire, which you can also get in one of the sets that I did it for JTB. And it's just a piece of wire bent up the middle. This is the very middle of the wire. Both wires go through this beautiful crystal bead, and it really brings out the color of the bead. You can almost see that pink tourmaline in the center. It really makes the bead shine in a bright pink color. Up through a gold-filled crimp tube, into the ear wire, and then back into the crimp tube. And I crimped it with a magical crimping plier. And so that's a really easy way to make a fun pair of earrings. And I did that twice. I did that on this pair too. I really love this pair over here. Let me grab it real fast. This is with the blue Jesse James beads that were for sale. I was really surprised that this Jesse James beads kit didn't sell as quickly as the pinks did. I don't know if it was the lineup of the show. It's kind of hard to see. There's a beautiful blue tassel. Maybe if I put them down on here. Some beautiful blue tassels here at the bottom. But again, I just used the white wire up the center and through a crimp at the top into the clasp, back into the crimp, and crimped with the magical crimpers. So that is a really fun way to make a quick pair of earrings. So this is from the blue Jesse James set. I forget the name. It was like Blue Jean Baby, maybe. It was really cute. And then this is from the pink Jesse James bead set that was on the first day. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You got to move around for sure to show everything here. Sometimes black is better. Sometimes cream is better. It's hard to tell. Okay, so another pair of earrings that I really loved were these guys, and I used the fluorite colored beading wire. Let me fix my guy so he's in the right place. There we go. And this is using a Again, the Jesse James beads in the pink and green set. There we go, we got them all fixed. The little pink flowers. My light today is just not, it's almost like it's too bright today. Let me see if I move over. There we go. Just a little bit. Wonder if it's this black is just too much black. Working with live television here, guys. Okay, there we go. That kind of gives you a better idea on the colors. You can kind of see it's a really pretty fluorite green beading wire. And then I just crimped at the top to make this big round loop. It's a crimp on either side with the magical crimping pliers. And then it's got these cute little tassels here at the bottom. Rochelle says, surprised the blues are still available. I am too. There isn't a lot of anything still available. So I'm sure they probably eventually will sell through. But they didn't do as well as the pinks. The pinks did a lot better. And I was very, very surprised. Okay, so here's another pair of earrings that I made. This is using with the tier cast pieces. Those were very close to selling out when I left. So if you liked the tiara cast set that they had, I do suggest you pick those up as quickly as possible. Because I know she said they were selling through pretty quickly. And those are these guys here. And these are actually patinaed with, I think it's the rose color. It's like a metallic rose color that was in the set, which, you know, matches this stuff so nicely from Jesse James Beads. Let's see, what does, Rochelle says, I have a beautiful strand of blue fluorite beads. I'm wondering what color of wire would go best, but I'm thinking tanzanite or blue topaz. I love tanzanite. Blue topaz is really nice too, though. Here's a mixture of both, so you can kind of see them together. This is the dark blue lapis, the tanzanite, and the topaz all together knitted. So that's another thing I did yesterday on Jewel School was the knitting spool. We did a 3 and a 5 peg knitting spool, and in a group assortment. And somebody pointed out to me today, let's just do it on this cream background. Somebody pointed out to me today that the 5 peg is sold out on the Softlex website. I can't take any back orders on that. So if you really want a 5 peg knitting spool, the best thing to do would be to go to jtv.com and buy the duo of the 3 and the 5 peg together. And let's see. These are done on 4s. I think this guy is done on a 5, and this is actually craft wire with some crystals intermixed with it. So that's kind of a cool thing you can do. Janice says, I ordered the blues. I love blues, teals, turquoise, and greens. Oh, it's going to be a perfect package for you then. Rochelle says, I love tanzanite too. I just got that set of blues in the trio. Sweet. Perfect. And then just to show you again that tier cast stuff before I get too far along, these really awesome square components are in that tier cast set, and I think you guys would really love those. I love them. You can see I patinaed them with a little bit of turquoise. So think about that. If you didn't pick up the tier cast set, that would be a good buy. And then, of course, this was my favorite design by far that I made for Jewel School. It is done with a vintage hibiscus leaf, and I used the patina in 2 colors, the deep turquoise and the malachite, and then buffed it out so you can really get that kind of shine and shimmer to it. And then it's just braided with soft flex in the antique brass up the back. This is by far my favorite design. My second favorite design is probably a vintage design too, which is this guy here that Sherry was wearing yesterday. It's just some fringe using soft flex from their Wandering Path piece that was in the kit. And then you can see I used the antique brass wire to make a strand of seed beads and then just layered in a strand of their chain as well. And I really like how that turned out, and the earrings that go with it. So I'm super excited to have the show be done because I can finally wear all of this awesome jewelry that I've been sitting on waiting to show everybody. So that's going to be a lot of fun to get to finally wear it out and about. But again, there are some of these vintage sets left, but once they're gone, they're gone. You know, they're not going to reorder the same set again. So if you liked the different items that I made with that specific set, I highly suggest you get over there and order as soon as possible from their website before they all sell out. This is patina too. You could totally leave this, the dark brass color if you wanted to, or bronze colors probably. Lydia says, I'm surprised Sherry didn't try to keep the jewelry. She was loving it. She actually, at the very last minute, she gave me my bracelet back. As I was walking out the door, she had kept it on her wrist and totally forgot. But she was good about returning it, so that was nice. Rochelle said, I loved this the best. I had that idea of adding beads when I watched you braid soft flex in the virtual bead show. Glad to see it will work. Yeah, braiding in a bead is really easy to do. You just stick it on your middle thread and then braid right around it. And you could do it with seed beads or crystals, whatever it is that you want. So I think I covered most of what I wanted to say. The Snowman Gallery will be open July 22nd for me to teach classes. We talked about that. I'm looking for Seed Bead Revolution is ready for pre-order. So go to our website, www.softflexcompany.com. Place your pre-order. You're going to get a signed copy sometime in August from Kristen and I. And you'll also get a sneak peek that nobody else can get. It'll be a PDF that will be mailed to, or emailed to you, so you can print out 2 of the projects in the book before anyone else. They are beta projects, which means they may still require final editing, but they should be pretty close to being done. And yes, and I've got the VIB packages, so one more time through those just to take a look. This is kind of what a small $14.95 is going to look like as a base, and then I'll probably add in a few more items from my samples. And then the medium looks like this guy. I love the medium. I love these colors, where you're going to get some crystals. This guy is really pretty. Some fun crystals, ear wires, some really unique pieces that may be a challenge, but we all need a challenge sometimes. Some clasps. So, you know, bunch of different things. And then the big guy, which is going to have probably a higher quality bead. Like these guys are just... Look at those, you guys. They're gorgeous. Imagine these in the middle of a necklace with just a couple crystals on either side. And in fact, you could even use these fun guys in between each one. You're going to get maybe like a finding that's going to challenge you to try something different, like this guy here. And this guy you would just usually... Let me see if these CZs will even fit through here. Usually you can dangle stuff. So you can put it in the middle of your design and then have some dangles coming out of the sides, which is really cool. And of course, a big crystal of some sort. It'll be different depending. And I am excited. I'm excited to do some personal shopping. This is going to be actually a lot more fun for me than doing it out of my office with the samples, because I think there are just going to be so many more options. And so when you guys tell me that you really like a blue, and in fact, let's just go real fast. Most of you have seen the gallery before on my videos. It doesn't look like anybody's in here, but you can see Like these are the elk antler pieces that I was showing you. But I can pull anything I want, like within the price range that I have given you. So if you want a bigger one, do tell me, because I can definitely do bigger pretty easily. Look at all these fun CZs. Yeah, the bail is really cool, Rochelle. So imagine, like, how fun is it going to be for you to open up a box and be able to pull out some really unique beads that I chose for you. And it's only available through July 4th. That's the last day we'll take orders on it, because I'm going to need time to go through and actually personally shop for you. So I'm going to pack them up before I leave here at the end of July. Hopefully it won't take longer than, a week or two, but we will. There's a nice knitted design here. That's the turquoise and the copper. I should have taken that with to the JTV. Oh, Ginger's asking, will I ever go to Portland, Oregon? Maybe. Maybe someday. You might even get some of these dichroic glass beads. You might even get a lampwork bead. I mean, really, like, imagine how much fun I'm going to have if you guys order these. I'm going to have such a good time. And in fact, a lot of stuff will probably come from this table because they're short strands, so they fit the price point a little bit better. So you can see, like, these guys here are $14. So I would be looking to, if you're doing like the $24.95 pack, I'd be looking for a $50 retail. So this would be a good addition if I'm mixing a bunch of different stuff in. So lots of options. Trying to not go so fast that you can't actually see anything. Kyanites and lapis. Lots and lots and lots of stuff, guys. So I'm super excited. I hope that you guys order the VIB packs. VIB stands for Very Important Beader, and that's what I think all of you are. And I am, thrilled at the idea that I get to go through this gallery and pick something really, really special just for you. So make sure you go over to our website, www.softflexcompany.com. I know Kristen has linked right to the packages, but you can also find it on our homepage. You can also find Seed Bead Revolution on the homepage too, and go ahead and place your pre-order at the same time. So VIBs will probably ship sometime mid-July, I hope. It'll just depend on how many we get, and Seed Bead Revolution will ship in August. So I'm really excited to share these new things with you guys. I've had a great time, even though I am a little tired and out of it from my trip. I'm always happy to see all of you. So thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today. And I look forward to seeing all of you again next week. Allegory Gallery on Wednesday. We're doing a design challenge, and I should be nice and rested by then. You might also see me on Friday. I'm trying to talk the owner of Blue Door Beads into an interview on a live video when I teach classes there, but we'll see how that goes. So thanks, guys. Have a great day, and thanks for tuning into Jewel School too, and all the wonderful comments about my performance. I really, really, really appreciate it. So have a great day, guys. Bye.